Well, here you go, everyone. Josh the Collector Guy. Hope you all had an awesome week this week, everyone. Hope you're able to find some awesome cars for your collections during the week. And a big happy Thanksgiving to you all out there. Hope you had a really good day celebrating Thanksgiving. I think it's pretty much just the US and Canada who do celebrate it, but hope you had a good day nevertheless, everyone. Hope you didn't eat too much turkey. Well, this, as usual, everyone, this is what I have found during the week. Got some cars here, all off eBay. These have been banked up for a number of weeks now. Finally, I'm able to share them with you all. Got some blue cards, some Mighty 57 Chevys. And I bet you're all wondering who makes this Porsche here. Well, I'll have to reveal it at the end of the video. But first up, we'll get to the swap meet finds for today. Went to this pretty good swap meet. There's always two at this particular location every year, and it's always worth trekking out to this particular one. It's roughly about 40 minutes away. Got to see my mates there, so it was worth it in the end as well. Not only did I find some good cars, but I got to catch up with my mates as well, which is always an important part of the hobby for me. Got some Hot Wheels at Tomica, and this big thing just here, this old Captain Scarlet maximum security vehicle. Dad and I have been after this one for a very, very long time. As you can see, it opens up like that. I think the only thing missing is the little there's a little red plastic safe or little luggage case or whatever what came with it. I think you can buy repo ones, but I'm not really into the reproduction stuff. That's the only thing, as far as I know, is missing. And Dad and I have been after this particular vehicle for a long time now. Like I haven't really done extensive searching on eBay. I only looked, I think, maybe 6 months ago for it. Probably even longer ago than that. But if we found it, we found it. We didn't, we didn't. We know we're always going to find it one day. And what do you know? Today was the day I actually picked it up. And unfortunately, Dad didn't come with me to the swap meet today, so I had to call him and get his opinion on it and that, and he said it was a-okay to buy, so he was pretty happy with it as well. Now, Captain Scarlet is an old puppet TV show. It's like Thunderbirds. It's actually from the same creator of Thunderbirds, Jerry Anderson. I do remember watching Thunderbirds all the time when I was a kid. It was a really good show, and it's still good right up to this day. I don't think it'll ever go off the TV, because I think it's on every Saturday and Sunday morning really early here in Australia, so haven't watched it for a while. I probably should. I do love Thunderbirds. It brings back good memories, and it was only until maybe 5 or so years ago that Dad mentioned Captain Scarlet, and I got into that, and I really enjoyed that TV show as well. I think they're both from the 60s as well, Thunderbirds and Captain Scarlet, but Jerry Anderson did a lot of marionette TV shows as well. He also did, I think there was a TV show called UFO and actually had real people in it as well. I must check out his other shows as well because they look pretty good, but Thunderbirds and Captain Scarlet, I would have to say, are the best shows he has done. But anyway, probably back to the vehicle. I think it was only in maybe 1 or 2 Captain Scarlet episodes. I remember the first episode, there was 2 in it. I think they ended up getting blown up along with a big building because he was pretty good at blowing stuff up, old Jerry Anderson. So very happy with this. Do have the SPV and the Spectrum Pursuit vehicle, I think the other one's called. No, that's what the SPV I think's called. But anyway, I'll find out at a later date. So I'm not sure if there's any other vehicles made, but I'll have to have a look. Really like that one. Really nice looking vehicle as well. He was certainly ahead of his time, old Jerry Anderson, with a lot of the vehicles he created. Now on to the smaller scale stuff. Got a little Tomica Isuzu truck just here. Haven't bought a Tomica for a very, very long time. As you can see, I'm always stuck into my Hot Wheels. I've had to let Matchbox go as well, unfortunately, but there's still a few models of Matchbox cars I'd still pick up, particularly the Chevy Pro Stocker. I do like that particular casting, but if I'm going to collect Tomicas, it may as well be the Isuzus, because I do love my Isuzu trucks. I've seen this one on eBay. Probably in better condition than this, but silly price tag on it, so happy with this one for only $2. Little Isuzu Elf, made in Japan. That's what I always love seeing on the older Tomicas, made in Japan. Because you know it's definitely old. I've seen other Isuzu trucks as well with the old digger bit on the back as well. I would like to pick that one up. And a lot of the old Tomicas as well, I'm amazed by some of the prices I've seen them go for as well. I think I saw one for $300 one time as well. It's amazing. Not only do the Hot Wheels command that kind of money, but the old Tomicas certainly do as well. Really cool little truck. Love the Isuzu trucks. And on to the Hot Wheels now. Got the old Porsche 911 just here, the old Colour Racer. Haven't got the red one. Bit busted up. I know the roof, either the die cast is decayed on it or someone's broken the, tried to break the roof off anyway, but I think someone's run over it. I think that's the problem. Really love the old Porsche 911s, beautiful car. Got the old Toyota Supra just here. Don't see a lot of these models. I think this is the only, the second one I have in the collection. I got the black one with the gold hot ones. This one's the red one with the gold hot ones. No, I tell a lie. I got another red one like this, but it's in a 5-pack of mine, a really old 5-pack. Pretty cool little car. The old Supras, they're quite quick cars as well. Got the old Peugeot just here, the old rally car. Remember this from when I was little as well, the old opening hatch. My famous words when I talk about a car from when I was a kid, I always remember this one from when I was a kid. I know this on the blue card I think is quite hard to get, and I think there's another one with a different tempo variation as well. That one's quite hard to get, and I think there wasn't many different variations of this car made at all. I'm not sure if there was really over 3 of them. You could say 3 different like paint and tempo variations, you could say. Pretty cool little car as well, the old little Peugeot. Not in rallying anymore though, unfortunately. Got another crack up just here. Unfortunately the plastic hood of the car's missing. And I realised that after I looked at it properly, I think when I got home. But anyway, it's pretty cheap anyway. And other than that, it's still in not too bad shape. Probably rolls better than a lot of cars you get out of the packet these days. And a truck I rarely see, the old phone truck here. With the cherry picker sort of attachment on it. I'm not sure that's how you say it, but anyway. I know I have a carded one of this. I'm not sure if it's got the Mark's phone code tampo on the side, because there was 2 different tampo variations for this truck. I think mine's on an international or a French card. Well, they'd be the same thing anyway. And from what Dreadnought 320, from what I remember, he said it was a Chevy crew cab truck, so I hope that is the case, because that could make its way onto my Vintage Hot Wheels General Motors shelf just behind me. I could turn and have a look, but I think there's boxes blocking it now that I've got that much stuff in my room. So I really love that truck. Very weighty, very tough looking truck indeed. Really nice work truck. And moving on now to the stuff from eBay. We'll start off with the blue cards, I think, and I think I'll start off with the old Corvettes just here. Got the old split window just here with the Blackwall wheels. I do have 2 white wall Corvettes in this particular design, but there's 2 variations with them. One's got the light blue and the dark blue. I don't think it's a really well known variation or much of a variation, but I still think it's cool nevertheless. And also there's a grey plastic base one. I think there's a 5-spoke, and also the rivet variations as well. I think I've touched on that before. Instead of the hook mechanism there, it's got another rivet like the one at the front there instead. So if you like me and love the variations, they are certainly musts to get. Well, ones to hunt down, you could say. And I do remember this Corvette from when I was a kid as well. I'll say those famous words yet again. I think the one I had was the white wall one. Must track that one down too, because it does bring back great memories for me. Really love the old split window Corvette, beautiful car. Well, aren't all Corvettes beautiful? Got the old custom Corvette as well just here, the old convertible one. Actually did see this particular year of Corvette as well today. Might have been roughly late 80s, early 90s one though, but it still pretty much resembled this shape. And now this one on the blue card is, I believe, quite hard to get. I think I got this one actually really cheap, to be honest. I think I barely paid $10 for it. I know in my Tom Mart's book, I think it's got triple that on it. And I know there's a tamper with ZR1. I think there is anyway, in the yellow stripes just there. So that's another one for me to hunt down. And I think there's something on the base as well, I have been told, but a bit hard to see on the base when it's got the speed points card just there. Love the old early's blue cards, and there's quite a number of them on the back there. And there's some extremely rare ones, especially that 80s Corvette. That one's really expensive. And the 57 Chevy, that one might be as well. I think that one's got chrome Hot One wheels on it, and especially the Hotbird as well. That one's really hard to get. But I won't let too much. The old blue Byway Man on the blue car, that one's hard to get. So very happy with that. I love the old early blue cards, because a lot of them are a lot harder to get than the later ones, that is for sure. And another one what's sort of a little bit hard to get, the old classic Caddy in the blue with the white walls. I think I have an error one of this loose with a Blackwall wheel at the back and a white wall at the front, or vice versa. And I think same goes with the old classic Caddy as well, how the Corvette is. I think there's one with a hook mechanism for the base, and also like this one here, how it's got the two rivets. I could be wrong though. I think I've got a number of different variations of this classic Caddy, whether it be card variation, base variation, wheel variation, you name it. I think I've at least got 4 of them, excluding this one, so it would make it 5 different variations. Really happy with this one. I didn't pay too much for that one either as well, considering what the book value of it is, but I guess you can't always go by the book, or people just want to get rid of the car really quick, so but I'll take it off their hands if it's really cheap, that's for sure. I'm sure a lot of you guys and girls would as well. And I don't think there's a video that goes by without me mentioning the Byway Man. Managed to get 2 of the black ones on the blue card. I know I was after this truck for a number of years, and finally this year was the year I managed to find not only 2 carded ones, but a loose one as well. So that's ticked some Byway Mans off the list. I'm not sure how many I really need now. I think it's a couple of newer ones, and also those parking plates ones. I know they're going to be extremely hard for me to get. Oh, let's just drop it. Why don't we? We'll start off with this one then. Got the old speed points card, and funnily enough, no speed points flyer like how that one has, just on the normal blue card. And as I said, that's just got the speed points flyer on it. Considering it's not a speed points card, I think that's quite odd. But it was the same with the old custom Corvette there as well. As you can see, all those blue cards I touched on before. Some really rare ones. I think the Peterbilt tank truck's quite hard to get as well on the blue card. A lot of rare blue cards. Some of them are worth a lot more than carded red lines these days. So very happy with those 2 Byway Mans. Ticks another one off the list I so desperately needed. Just gonna hunt for some more now. And yes, I do have more Byway Man Super Scrapers and that to show in future videos if you're all wondering, so keep an eye out for them. Really nice truck. One of probably my all-time favourite truck from 79 right up until the 90s, well pretty much when the truck was made anyway. My other favourite trucks are the Custom Fleet side, the Sky Show Fleet side, and the Seaside, but they're from the Redline era. So they're my favourites from the Redline era, whereas the Bywayman and whatever name came from the Bywayman, like the Super Scraper, Pavement Pounder, Power Play on that, they're my favourite trucks as well, from the 70s to the 90s, if that makes any sense to you all out there, because it probably didn't to me when I rewatched the video. But anyway, very happy with them. Moving on now to, gee, I'm jabbering on a lot today, aren't I? Got the old 57 Chevys just here. This one's on the very early 80s card just here. Really love that artwork. The old Gremlin Grinder. No, that's not the Gremlin Grinder. Forgot what that one's called. Grease Gremlin. Inside Story and the old Hotbird just there. I think I've only got one of these black 57 Chevys loose, so it's awesome to have a carded one. These both did come in 2 separate lots off the same seller, so that's part of the reason why I had to bid on them, because I needed these 2 57 Chevys, of course. Made in Hong Kong. Got a list of cars on the back as well. And the red 57 Chevy, I've got that many of them loose. It's good to have a carded one now. This one's on the old patch card. I really would love to find that patch as well. The old 57 Chevy on there. As you can see, there are all the patches what were available in the offer. Fortunately don't have one yet, but I've got a few patch cards anyway, so that's alright. Really would love to find the Redline version of this 57 Chevy. I know that's high on the most wanted list, but I shall continue my search for that one. I know it's pretty much well, pretty much impossible to find at the moment, but I'm sure I'll find one eventually. And last but not least, I guess you're all wondering what this car is, or maybe some of you might know what it is. Well, it is a Porsche, of course, but who makes it? You'll probably be shocked when I say it's Hot Wheels, or probably not anyway. Made in Italy, so it's a Mebetoys, you could say, 1/24 scale. They did make 1/24 scales along with the, I think, 1/43 scale and the 1/64 scale cars, as we all know. And there was a variety of different ones. I think there was Volkswagen, Porsche, of course, and I think there was a couple other Italian cars as well. But pretty much the Volkswagens and the Porsches were the most accurate to detail compared to the real cars as well. Got the old flip-up headlights just there. There's a little mechanism for that. I think that's really cool. The bonnet opens as well. I shall show you the engine inside. Really nicely detailed. Unfortunately, the only thing wrong with this one is that the steering wheel's gone, so that's a bit unfortunate. But other than that, it's still in pretty good shape, and I got it off in a seller here in Australia off eBay as well, so I never would have thought I would have found one of these in Australia. Got the old Martini Tampo on it as well. Love the old Martini paint scheme. Also on the old Lancias as well, and on the Porsche 917 as well. And I think many other cars. I think the Martini design's on one of the current Formula 1 cars as well. So I'm really happy with this one. Something different in the collection. I love the old Mebetoys stuff. If it's Hot Wheels and if it's made in France or Italy or whatever country, I'm always usually into it, because it's always something unique and different to add to the collection. So very, very happy with that. Just got to store her in a good place, that's all. Because I usually don't go for the larger scale stuff, but if it's Hot Wheels and if it's old, I certainly will try and get it for the collection. Well, that's pretty much it for this week's video, everyone. I really hope you did enjoy. I've jabbered on for 20 minutes considering I haven't had much to show today. Anyway, nevertheless, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for all the views, the likes, the comments, especially the comments and the subscriptions. Thank you all. I really do appreciate your support each and every week. Thank you for all the kind comments. Well, that's it for this week's video, everyone. Really hope you did enjoy. And remember, as always, everyone, happy hunting, keep the hobby strong. See you later, everyone. Have an awesome week.